Hello viewers! Today's topic is the PCV valve, which helps vent oil fumes from the engine. On most cars, this is a simple device that rarely ever fails. But when it does, it can cause a wide range of unusual and oftentimes misleading symptoms. As such, you might end up looking at what's causing the problem in the wrong places, which usually results in unwanted repairs and expenses. To avoid this, we'll learn what the PCV valve does and how to tell if you have a bad one. But before we do that, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button. The PCV is short for positive crankcase ventilation, which is something all modern engines have. When the engine is running, it creates a mixture of pressurized oil fumes inside its crankcase and cylinder head. This happens because the heat and something called blow-by gases. These are, in effect, hot combustion gases that escape from the combustion chamber by passing between the piston rings and cylinder walls. And because this would create a pressure buildup in otherwise sealed crankcase, they need to be vented out somehow. Releasing this mixture of gases and oil fumes directly into the atmosphere is not an option, as it would be harmful to the environment. So, what most car makers do is fitting a hose that connects the engine cylinder cover and the intake manifold. This way, the gases from the crankcase are burnt during the combustion process. Their flow, however, needs to be controlled, or otherwise they would create all sorts of engine issues, which we will discuss later. To prevent this from happening, manufacturers install a PCV valve, which regulates the flow. Its job is to ensure that crankcase gases are entering the intake manifold only when this is acceptable, such as when cruising or similar. These are basically check valves with a spring inside, which controls when to open or close. In some cars, the control is done electronically by the car's PCM. Okay, having learned the theory, let's go under the hood and see where the PCV valve is usually located. In most cars, finding it is easy. You look for a hose that runs between the engine intake manifold and the cylinder cover, and somewhere at the engine side there will be a small piece of plastic. Now that's your PCV valve. Some cars, however, have a more complex crankcase ventilation system. Here, for example, the PCV valve has this cone-shaped part at its bottom. This is called a separator, which separates oil droplets from fumes that are going towards the engine. The captured oil then goes through this hose and back into the crankcase. This helps reduce oil consumption and is more eco-friendly. In addition, some car makers integrate the PCV valve and other components in the valve cover itself. And when there is a problem with it, the whole valve cover usually needs to be replaced. Okay, that's all the theory about the PCV valve that we need to know. Now let's see what will happen if it goes bad. For a start, a bad PCV valve could very likely trigger a check engine light on the dashboard. This is especially true if your car has an electronically controlled variant of this device. But even if this is not the case, a faulty PCV valve may offset the air-fuel mixture, which triggers the check engine light. Either way, if you have this warning light on your dashboard, it's time to take out your scan tool and see what codes are stored. Next, if a PCV valve gets stuck in a wide open position, it may act as an air leak, allowing unmetered air into the engine's intake. The same will happen if one of the hoses that connects the PCV valve and the intake manifold is broken. Both these will cause engine issues on idle, which will be either rough or higher than usual. As said before, a faulty PCV valve may have the same symptoms as an intake leak, which offsets the air-fuel mixture. If a broken hose is allowing outside air into the intake, the mixture will become lean, which causes hesitation or even misfire. But if the mixture is rich, you're likely to see gray or white smoke from the exhaust, usually accompanied by a strong smell of petrol. Again, this is the job for your scan tool, which you'll use to check the live data and see what air-fuel ratings are. When you put your foot down to accelerate, the engine will immediately start drawing a lot of air into its intake. If a PCV valve is stuck open or one of its hoses is broken, this sudden change will significantly offset the mixture, causing rough acceleration. Once more, the best way to determine what's causing this is by using a scan tool. If the PCV valve is stuck in a closed position, it will cause the pressure inside the engine to rise. This, if high enough, will force the oil back past the piston rings into the combustion chamber, where it gets burned off. In addition, increased pressure might blow out various seals and gaskets, causing irreversible oil leaks. On the other hand, with a wide open PCV valve, the engine will be drawing in oil fumes even when it shouldn't, such as when accelerating or idling. In the end, all engine that gets burned off during the combustion must somehow get out, and predictably, that'll be the exhaust pipe of your car. If you notice large puffs of white or gray smoke when pulling off at traffic lights or accelerating on the highways, your PCV valve is probably bad. Several codes may appear if you have a bad PCV valve, and if you have any of them, checking it may be the best place to start. But do remember that just because you see any of these trouble codes, there is no guarantee that the PCV valve is actually broken. As always, I recommend carrying out proper troubleshooting before replacing any parts. How much it costs to replace the PCV valve depends a lot on which car you have and where the valve is located. With most engines, such as this here, the component will set you back less than $50. And, as you can see here, with such clear access, replacing it is an easy job. Even if a complete novice in car repairs, you can still do it on your own. But with some cars, the PCV valve will be hidden well within the depths of the engine's intake. Here, you'll have to take a lot of things apart before gaining access to the valve itself. And if you're paying someone to do the job, it won't be cheap. If you're having trouble locating the PCV valve in your own car, let us know and we'll try to help you. Just leave us a question here in the comment box or at our community forum. As you may have seen in this video, a bad PCV valve can cause a lot of strange things and make you believe your car has more serious issues than it actually does. But luckily, replacing the PCV valve is in most cases neither expensive nor difficult. So if this helped you out with your car, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. But if not, something else might be causing the problem. In that case, leave us a question here or at our community forum and we'll try to find a solution for you. Bye!